What is up, boys? It's Moonshine here. This game is pre-recorded, but I want to commentate over it because I popped off super hard in this game with a phase rush setup. Phase rush is very, very good against Olaf and champions like Darius and Olaf as well. This game, I think, is really fun because it is a textbook example of how you're supposed to use the rune versus these champions. I breathed pretty hard here, level 1, by getting my ghost used, and I popped the potion as well. So that was bad by me. But this was a fun game because it is a textbook example, like I said, of how you're supposed to use this rune against champions like Olaf and Darius who are looking to just spam Singe with slows and kill them in lane. I did take Ghost Flash this game and wanted to try it out, because I know going in that the Olaf is going to use Ghost Flash as well. You can just run Ghost Flash every game on Singe, generally. It's pretty good on him, but because it gives you the mobility, right? You are trading off teleport macro for more of a movement oriented setup, but a lot of times that can be worth it because you are able to create a lot of opportunities that you would not be able to if you only had teleport ghost or teleport flash. So this game I actually got this is my Smurf account. I got it to 600 LP, and my main account's around 750 LP right now. So I've been doing a bit of climbing. Here I'm walking up with poison. I'm gonna try and auto the Olaf a bit to get my phase rush and run away. I unfortunately forgot that he has Ghost and I don't, so he ghosts at me. I'm going to kite towards the Graves here, who is running at me. I should have probably just flashed the wall right there, but that is okay. Olaf flashes after me, kills me with a Q throw, and then he dies to poison plus a Krog auto. But you can see with Phase Rush, it still forces him to Ghost, even though I didn't have Ghost if he wants to kill me there, so... he used 2 summoners, I used 1, we go 1 for 1. I'd say it's worth it. He does get first blood, so there's a bit of a plus for him for that. He does lose minions for it though, which is good. But yeah, like I was saying, Phase Rush is super, super good against champions like Olaf and Darius. Great against Nasus as well, because you just pop your Phase Rush whenever you want to escape from their slow spam. You can do Poison Auto Fling to pop your Phase Rush. You can do Poison W fling without an auto if you want to do it. A W does count towards 1/3 of the phase rush procs. You can also do poison auto auto, or you can just do auto. It all works as long as you do 3 separate instances. Here I'm trying to go for the cannon, and I wanted to get behind him to fling him away, but then he kited down, so he predicted my movement there, and unfortunately I walked into the tower range, I got tower shot and died. So that does suck, but it's okay. It happened. This setup actually also is very good for proxying. I don't know if I mentioned that. If you do decide to proxy, phase rush is awesome because a lot of the time you can either get away or you can force them to use more resources to kill you than they had intended to, which is really good. I don't think I did much proxying this game, but if you do decide to proxy and you're playing versus a melee champion, it's a great setup. You can even play Phase Rush versus a ranged champion because you have access to Hex Flash if you want to. I did not go Hex Flash this game. I took Nimbus Authority, Gathering Storm, DMAT, Cosmic, but you can swap the Cosmic out for Hex Flash if you want to. I like the I like the Cosmic a lot for Summoner Spell cooldown, but play whatever you want. The more important rune in that secondary row is Dematerializer. So there, great example, just he hits the axe, but I pop Phase Rush, so I'm just able to get out. I'm not going to walk back up because Kha'Zix just showed on the map right there, and Graves pinged him out for me. So going to go ahead and try and walk around and look for proxy. See Kha'Zix, stop his recall at W, put a ward down just to see if he's going to recall in that spot. He walks, he pops the plant to get vision of me, and the ward, so he's going to go ahead and clear that. But then I see that he starts recalling before the vision actually disperses, so my W is almost up. I'm going to go ahead and just walk right back up and W him and then stop his recall twice. So I wasted a lot of time by him there, which gives my Graves time to get more tempo. Graves is pinging the Olaf, or Graves is pinging top and I'm pinging the Olaf because I believe we can kill him here. And just waiting for Graves, he has slow pushing enemy. So just waiting on it. He hits the axe on me, I'm trying to bait it, I mess up a little bit, but I do get the fling. I miss my W completely, but I do get the fling, and Olaf did not get his axe picked back up. He all-ins the Graves with his Ghost, but Graves saves his E because he's smart. My jungler is XU, by the way. He was on, I think he was on Cloud9 Academy when Academy was still a thing. I forget, but he's always been a really solid, just solid North American talent in the jungle. I've always had pretty much nothing but good experiences playing with him. He always tries super hard in solo queue. Big recommend if you ever get him on your team. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my Swifties here. Swifties again, slow resist, great versus Olaf. Their team is mixed damage. My build this game, actually, I did not go row this game because I wanted to try a different mythic. I wanted to try out the cheaper Radiant Virtue. Radiant Virtue, 2.7k gold now instead of 3.2k. But the stats of the item are a bit reduced. You get less HP, you get less HP in the mythic passive, and you get less max HP whenever you ult. But it is 2.7k gold, and you still get a lot of HP up front because you are able to pop your R still and get that max health bonus. And so that team that they have with Annie and Brand and Varus is very burst oriented. Same thing with they have Kha'Zix as well. They're very, very bursty. So I ended up going Radiant Virtue second in this game. Went Demonic first, and it ended up working out very well actually. But that being said, just clearing the wave here. I could try and attempt to freeze on Olaf, but my Graves is, I don't know if he's gonna come top or not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try and work around it. I think he's typing to his team here, like getting flamed or something. I don't know, but he's waiting to throw the axe until I don't have phase rush anymore. And then I walk down, see his pink ward. I have to ghost there because he did hit the axe, but my Graves is pinking top now, so I'm gonna go back up and try and bait him over this pink ward. So it was smart by him to hold his axe. I see Olaf there, so I'm gonna go ahead and back off. He starts running at me here, and I don't have my ult here. But I'm gonna grab this plant. Graves is still wanting to come, which is good. So I'm playing it real slow here because I'm not level 6 and he is. So we know that there's a level disadvantage for me. Graves is staying out of vision while I clear this ward. I'm still not level 6 yet. Level 6 is important so I can anti-heal him. But it is a-okay. Alright, pop the phase rush there. He ults, so I can't unfortunately fling him into Graves, but I do get the flash for flash. And then, because Olaf ult is down, Graves just runs him down and kills him. Very nice. Yeah, he almost killed me there, but you can see with the Ghost Flash setup, it was quite hard for him. Quite hard for him to actually finish me off there, which is dope. I don't know where Kha'Zix is. Actually, I do know where Kha'Zix is. He's chasing Graves. Either way, the Annie is also roamed, so I can't go for the plate. I'd love to go for the plate, but I can't. I have not gotten a potion this game, mostly because I just have had enough money to buy components, and components are super valuable, because components means you finish your items, so I could either have gone refill potion and ruby crystal there, or I could have gotten a full blasting wand, and blasting wand's good, so I have blasting wand. It works out very well. So here, my team is trying to contest the Herald. Both supports have roamed, both mid laners have moved, both junglers are here, both top laners are running in. I wish every game of League was like this where people fought over Herald, but unfortunately it's not. They get their brand flash and then Yone hits a huge ult and I run in, get the brand fling. Kha'Zix flashes, dies poison. Olaf is trying to kill Emilio and could not kill him. I get a triple kill. Olaf gets a double. And then we continue on. Dematting the cannons only on Singe. You want to use demat on cannons because those are the minions you guys have the hardest time killing, so demats on cannons is really good. I used to do 1 melee minion and then 2 cannons, but I have since swapped over to just nuking cannons all 3 times because in the changed minion movement speed meta, you are able to push faster by nuking cannons, and then that's really important in the early game because it helps give you prio to punish the enemy laner and make them lose CS where they would otherwise have it. Get a plate there. I want to look for, I think I want to look for the next wave here. I do not want to look for the next wave because Olaf is there and I do not have my ult. I do have phase rush, but it's too dangerous because if I die to Olaf here with blue buff, that's a big damage. So he's walking up, he doesn't know I'm in here. I'm gonna go ahead and contest the wave because I have phase rush up. Poison auto fling, phase rush is procced, run away. Okay. The reason he's following me here, so I assumed Kha'Zix was here, so I ghosted. Kha'Zix was actually not here, but I panicked, so I assumed that Kha'Zix was there. It's okay, it happens. I mean, what can you do? Sometimes you panic. That is okay. And then they pinged, I think, yeah, they pinged mid missing there because he was in Fog of War, so I assumed that Brand could have been top as well, but he wasn't, so I just went and execute. It's all good. Get my Demonic Embrace there, and then build towards that Radiant Virtue. Yeah, so even though I griefed level 1 pretty hard, I am doing quite well this game. So you'd love to see it. Graves, Mr. X, he himself popping off. Alright, gonna run back towards top. Yeah, no potion still, because at this point, I mean, I don't. It's 11 minutes in the game. I don't think that potion's gonna help me that much, and I'd rather just save the money for items at this point as well. I could have maybe waited for a cloth armor, but yeah, not worth to wait that long. I am down a bit of CS, but it is a lot better than being down a bunch of kills for nothing versus Olaf, who would normally just run me down like a dog. Alright, just gonna laugh spam a bit to make Olaf push. He's pushing anyways, but I'm gonna play a little bit of mental game. Here, just moving around, trying to be a little sneaky. Then Olaf walks up. I walk up as well, got the fling, he walks into me. Pop ult to get a little bit of Grievous Wounds action. He sees Graves, panics, tries to run away. I kite him out a bit, and then Graves just slaps him with the R. I would have probably killed him if I would turned around and get the fling in time. I was a little bit slow, it's okay. It's not like Graves having kills is bad. Taking a few tower shots there to clear the wave faster. I see Kha'Zix and Brand mid. I see Annie and Vera spawn. I know Olaf has no TP because he has Ghost Flash like me. Go ahead and take the next blink. I'm getting lots of gold this game. Gonna walk down for the next wave. I could have maybe just stayed and autoed the tower there for another plate, but I wanted to get vision of the enemy jungler, so on Kha'Zix's next clear we can see where he is. And then I just eat the wave and I leave. With a lot of gold in my back pocket. You always have the option of taking those plants to heal a little bit and deny it to the enemy. It does slow down your recall a bit, but you do deny it to the enemy, so something to think about if you want to be super efficient. I could have waited for the full Aegis there, but I decided to go for just Cloth Armor, Null Magic, and Ruby Crystal. Trying to walk down for drag that the enemy team is contesting here. But then I decided that, hey, you know, I don't have my ult up, so probably I can't contest it anyways, so I go back top. Unfortunately, me hesitating and going towards the bottom when I probably didn't need to means that I am not able to save this tower plate. I think he gets 2 tower plates here. Oh, he only gets the 1. So I did lose a tower plate for that. That was not my best roam, but it's okay. A lot of damage on the Olaf for him going for that plate, though, which is good. He does not have lifesteal because he did not rush Ravenous like some Olafs do. He went Stridebreaker, which is also good, I believe, on Olaf. It does limit his wave clear quite heavily. It takes him a lot longer to clear a wave than me if he's not willing to use his axe for it. And the reason why he's not using his axe for it is he wants to save axes for me. So here, just playing with the poison range, playing with the axe range. W on the Olaf. Proc phase rush, kite him out. He's running at me still, so I decided to pop my R. He ghosts, so I ghost, and just playing on the edge of the range. They're pinging back because they think someone's there. It turns out the Annie is there. I see her. Flash fling the Olaf to kill him. Huge play incoming here, by the way. Then she's trying to cut me off because the Kha'Zix is here. Yone TPs. I'm standing on the blasting plant in the alcove. Blast them back into Yone. Yone hits the big R. And then he flashes for the kill. Graves shows up. Graves helping clean up. And what should have been probably a very bad fight for me, through the use of Phase Rush and Ghost Flash, turns into a very good fight for me and my team. Grab my Radiant Virtue components. The build path on Radiant Virtue is, I gotta say, even though they did technically make the item weaker, the cost is so cheap, and the build path is so good. That's like a dream build path for Singe. Giant Spell and Aegis is just chef's kiss because it's such a good tanky build path. And the best part is, if you start with the Giant Spell portion, you can pivot into Rylai's, or you can pivot into Demonic, or you can pivot into like Anathemas even if you'd rather have that. But you can build other Giant Spell items that Singe lets to build if you don't end up going for the Radiant Virtue like you originally planned on, right? It's a really good pivot in the build path in my opinion. And you do finish it faster because it is cheaper, right? So something to consider. Alright, my Yone is holding top lane for me while I roamed mid a bit. He is wanting to go back to bot lane, so I'll go ahead and go back to top lane. I know that Olaf is not waiting in the bush because he is in the lane pushing. The only person I have to be afraid of is Kha'Zix, but Kha'Zix is not there because Kha'Zix is taking Herald, so all good. Not afraid to get behind him here and just look for the wave. Sometimes Phase Rush does bug out slightly. I don't know why. Like, it should technically proc there because I autoed and I flung him, but there's a chance I canceled the auto. I don't know. All good though. Did a lot of damage to him. He did some damage to me. but that is fine. I am just wandering because I don't know exactly where Kha'Zix is, and I don't want Olaf to be standing in that bush and see that I'm just under my tower. I want to deny a little bit of information, so just randomly move backwards there. I know that he's level 10 and I'm level 11, so I want to go for a fight potentially, but I'm playing this not that great because he poked me a little bit for free there. I should have probably flung him sooner, and I still don't know. I see Kha'Zix bot lane now. But I should have probably poked him sooner or all-in'd him sooner. All good, though. Here, I go for the all-in with my R. Phase Rush is procced. I went back in melee range. He flashes on me. Unfortunately, I do lose that fight. If the fling goes off, maybe it's a 1-for-1, but hard to say. I was being a little bit greedy there, but it is what it is. Radiant Virtue is complete here. I have Demonic and Virtue at 16 minutes, which is huge. I'm very, very, very strong this game. My Yone does get ganked, unfortunately. They do some... Milio doing some escape tech. I pinged Olaf's ult and flash for the Graves. Graves is up top, looking for it. Here's Varus, popping his Yomus for Milio. Hits the R. Ooh, unfortunately. Insta FF vote from the Milio there. And Graves hits the big R. XU popping off hard this game. I'm walking down towards the drag because I am running bots it anyways. And the Kha'Zix is mid, so they're not dragoning here. Jhin gets rotated on from the right, unfortunately. He does go down, but that is a-okay. The nice part about going tank item second with Inspo Tree with Dematerializer is normally it would be a bit harder to keep clearing these cannons, but because I have Dematerializer for the plus 12% damage on them, I can just keep clearing them. It's very nice. Alright, team is walking down towards drag. I don't have ults for 15 seconds, but that is a-okay. I put my ward down, they immediately pink ward it, and he's gonna try and stun lock me with Tibbers and everything. Pop my ghost, go in, phase rush doesn't go up there, that's fine. We get dragon, spread the poison through. I'm low, go back in, pop the R. Now I'm tanky, Virtue's healing. Poison kills Kha'Zix. Flash, fling the Varus into the goo, but Graves kills him anyways. And I get the cannon. Oh my god, what a clean fight. What a clean fight from me. Mwah, chef's kiss. Alright, gonna go ahead and contest this bot tower. Yeah, Yone TP tops, and I know that there's 4 people dead. The only person on their team alive is Olaf, so... I definitely made the right choice to go for the dragon. I think Olaf just assumed because they got picks on my team beforehand that they just would have won the dragon fight. That was an incorrect assumption because I am stupidly strong. I was stupidly strong for that fight, now I'm even stronger. So it was not the best decision by them. Alright, next item I'm going to go for is Rylai's. Yone with the ult escape back into the Milio heal. Huge. And they killed the Olaf. My god. Jhin looking to hit the slow on the Kha'Zix. Does not hit it, unfortunately. Kha'Zix stealths, jumps the wall, but he is caught by the sweeper. I go down to cut him off with W, but Graves just kills him with his ult, so I get the XP for the kill at least, or for the being in the area, which is nice. But yeah, their team is super front end bursty. They have Brand, Varus, Annie, and Kha'Zix. They have tons of upfront burst. So it is really, really nice to have a Radiant Virtue here that's going to make my max health go up quite a bit while also having resistances. That is very nice. Because theoretically, I'm going to be one of the first people to enter the fight. Probably right behind Yone. If Yone goes in before me, I'm not sure. If they would focus me. But Yone can get out of a fight. I can't. When Singed is committed, he's committed, right? Only way I'm getting out is if I win the fight or if I run through their whole team. And if I run through their whole team, they're going to probably kill me. But maybe not, because I have Virtue, right? Either way, it just makes it very hard for them to burst me down, which is super nice. I'm a big fan of that. But yeah, I got 600 LP on the Smurf off this game, and main is 750. I am doing a bit of climbing. I'm very proud of myself right now. It has been okay. Some games are frustrating. Top lane still can be kind of not the greatest experience right now because of the way that the meta is, unfortunately. But that's okay. Stealing their Krugs. I got a good amount of those. Graves gets some. Kha'Zix jumps on Jin. Emilio peels him immediately. I love Emilio. What a fun character, Emilio. Single man Brand ult. I popped my ult early here, so I'm not going to get the max value out of Radiant Virtue. But I'm going around, pulling the Varus. He is dead. They are just not even doing, like, I regen to full HP through Virtue. Olaf flashes the wall. He's chasing me, fling the Brand back. Phase Rush is procced. I'm running, I'm sprinting. They are just chasing me through poison. Graves shows up, and bye-bye Olaf. Yeah, the Brand hit a combo on me, and my health bar like went down, and then I immediately healed it back up. He rushed Rylai's. I don't think that there is a universe in which Brand with Rylai's rush can kill me here. I'm on 3 items now, and Brand is on 1 item. I think Olaf is maybe on 2. I don't know. But the Olaf has 10 deaths here at the end of the game. So this guy he's 9 deaths right now. So this guy had kind of a rough game. He does have a few kills, but I have more. And I end up with half his death. Yone popping off. Braves popping off, Mr. XU.
Double kill.
I'm doing very well.
Triple kill.
Next item would be a Void Staff here, by the way. Alright, going to push the mid tower. Team's going to go for Baron. I also want to highlight my CS was pretty good this game. I think I ended up like 7.1 CS per minute, I believe, if I recall correctly. I don't remember exactly, but it was decent. Okay, we're going to get mid inhib. Team's going for Baron, so I'll walk up there.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and ward drag. It's gonna spawn soon. With the blue trinket. They get Baron, very nice. We are very far ahead at this point. And my Emilio wanted to FF. I'm taking their plants before dragon spawns. Clearing their vision. Yone is here. We are all moving down. And they FF. Yeah, then they FF. So fun game. You're gonna see my face in the pre-recording here in a second. Where is it? There. Who's that handsome guy up there, huh? Who's that guy? He's looking real good up there. There is my I honored Graves, Mr. X. You played very well. And here is my plus 28. Ooh, 28 LP for 600 on this account. So this account will be GM after the ladder refreshes. The main account is GM 750, 754 actually. Just doing very good. But that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Hope it was a little informative about the state of phase rush in the meta. It's very fun. It's very fun versus these melee abominations. Better than playing versus range though. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace, guys.